Alright, my brother, welcome back on this channel. Welcome back on the Patreon, bro. It was a long time. I recorded like a solo video for you, and yeah, I know I was doing classes. I was doing a lot of stuff. The world is going crazy right now, bro. There is an artist hitting me from every angle, and I I just now understand like how really important it is to have a lot of music in a backup, some IDs, because there will be a time where like producer starts to hit you up in the DMs asking for IDs, and you want to have really like solid tracks in a backup so you can impress them. So yeah, there is a lot of stuff going on. I got a nice and really crazy opportunity to release track on a Modus label, which is happening, so it's confirmed, and that's amazing. So I had a big chat with the Camo and Crooked, with the Matthews. Recently a Bunshin hit me up in a DMs on Instagram, which is, oh bro, like Bunshin is my, when I started like producing drum and bass, Imanu Bunshin and the Caracal project were like the best example of like inspiration where I want to go with my music. And yeah, they definitely did a nice job, and now the idols are writing me for music, which is amazing. So guys, hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing life. Recently I was partying, I was enjoying life, I was enjoying the numbers and stuff, but now it's time again get back to the projects, and I decided to go throughout the Ocean Eyes bootleg with you today, just to show you some tips and tricks that I did here in this video, and I think we can get straight to it. So this is the whole project, and as you can see, it's nothing crazy. I actually started with this mellow piano or mellow synth. No, it's piano. So how is it possible that it's creating this kind of a mellow effect? So it's a chorus. So without the chorus, it sounds kind of straight. But with the chorus, you can get this like, kind of different chords. You can get this kind of effect out of here. So that was my first intention, like creating the piano. Then I went with this more like a second layer. Started to introduce really simple synth. So this synth is actually just a serum, really basic serum with the one oscillator, with some filters, and the thing that it's like the falling down is like falling down melody. It's not like straight chords, but it's like going down. I can like show you, but yeah, I deleted what did I did? No. Alright, so I'm sorry guys, I'm just a bit it's morning and I'm trying to like figure it out, like what the fuck is happening. So yeah, so this is the mellow piano, or kind of like a synth, just a basic serum with some reverb, with some OTT, with some glue compressor. You already know this shit, with vinyl noise, which is really nice layer for making your track sound more organic and more better, good. Of course, added a birds. I like this kind of organic effects and stuff. So yeah, this is kind of like a start of the song. It's really simple. I just wanted to make it like really like lo-fi kind of feel. And then I introduced the Billie Eilish phenomenal vocals. I was listening to some tracks on YouTube, and I was like, yo, like this is definitely something I want to remix.
I've been watching you for some time. Can't stop staring at those feels ocean eyes. Your ocean
Right, so the build up and the kind of like a bridge section, I introduce more sounds here. So, a lot of stuff is just happening here with kind of like a drum. So this is just a small break going up. One thing that I started using more is this clicky kind of a sounds. So it's like a watch, ticking with a bit of a vinyl. So, just using really soft sounds to make it more lo-fi. I just wanted to go with this like kind of a bunshin style, and Camo and Crooked, more softer sounds, and just introduce the melody. The one thing that I used here, kind of like a technique, is to like introduce the tempo to start of the song. So it's like going like dun 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 dun. And I just went with like a Reese bass under it. Right, so this Reese bass is just oscillator A with the 16 unisons with the filter, and there is no sub bass. So I just decided to like give it a space for this sub bass to go through, and I just did like this kind of a tempo, which is dun 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 dun, kind of like a modern style of using a basses and creating tempos. Then I just chopped out the vocal and just went a bit crazy here. And it kind of goes really nice with the first layer of the vocals, right? And just classic risers, fallers, nothing crazy. The sidechain is not that pronounced here. I just like went with a really simple. On every fourth hit, I just introduce the sidechain. Yeah. So about the start of the song, there's just really nothing too much about, but what is creating the track is the bass, is this kind of vocals and this kind of sections in the drop. So here I can like show you like how I recreated this 3-layer bass. So this is kind of like the sound that when guys like were writing me on Instagram like, yo, like such a nice track. They were really like complimenting the bass, this starting bass, which is just super simple to create. So I just started with a splice, kind of like a jump up bass. So this was like a sustained bass, of a jump up, really like a kind of like an acid bass. And what did I do here? I just added an isotope trash 2 with the clip control, a preset, which made the bass just stand out more from the mix. Then I added this BL saturator and just added more of the saturate. I really like these plugins where it's just one knob and it can like create a really nice saturation. Then a bit of erosion. So yeah, I actually automated this knob, so it's going from, it's like automation. It's like opening the saturation of the bass. So it's going like really distorted. Then I bring up these frequencies that I created with this erosion. I just bring up the frequencies here in the EQ a bit. And yeah, and that's it. So this was like the original, bass. Then I added like this paper noise. So, combining a bass with distorting bass with some distorting noise is always a great idea. And here it was really nice. It created this kind of like a paper effect, and together with the white noise, and you have pretty solid bass. Alright, so one thing with this distorting basses is that the low end in this bass, the sub bass, isn't that pronounced, but I think it's alright, because when you will play it on a loudspeakers, there will be always like some sub bass. So what about this sound, this bubbly effect sound? So as you know, I really like this kind of distorted sounds and stuff. So I started with the normal serum here. So the vocoder is actually doing a lot of stuff, but this is how it sounds like. So it's actually just like three oscillators, like a three basses phasing together, right? With the distortion and with the compressor. So on this first like hit, you can hear it's just really distorted bass. But the funny thing is that when you start to like distorting the basses and go like higher on the octave, you can create like really nice phasing kind of a effect, which I did here. And I added a Saturn just to bring up the volume. And then the vocoder is the main thing that is like doing here the water effect. I always using like a vocoder for this kind of a water effect. It's really nice, like a Trinist. If you know Trinist, he's using like a lot of vocoder. So here I just went with the 32 bands with some release, with some depth, and created this water effect. It's more like in the water, and just added OTT, bit of a reverb, and the reverb, just created a tail with the reverb, right? So I just automated drive it, and it created this kind of a nice fill between the basses. So it's just a bit modern, and I think it works really nice. Then I'm not a bit like satisfied with this bass, but I think it's alright. It's just splice bass. Yeah. So as you can hear here, in this like a track, there is a simple structure of question and answer. So it's like section A. This is like a questioning, of the drop, and then there is answer. So you have like these two, sides of drop. So it's like not just straight, and it's just like just playing ping pong, the sections, right? So what I did here in the section B. In the section B, I introduced my lead, which is, I don't know if someone is using this in a music production and if someone like figured out how to do this, but I think this is just like mine pattern. Alright, so I actually showed how to recreate this bass in one of my videos, but I can show it to you right now. So what I'm using is this plug spacer, and yeah, there is in the effects, you just there is a reverb filter. You can like turn this off, right? And delay, give it the distortion, give it a compressor, and then the main thing is to add arpeggiator and to create this kind of like chords, right? So the without the chords or without the arpeggiator, the chord sounds like this. It's like the plug, playing just like once because it's plug, but when you add a like arpeggiator, it starts to arpeggiating the plugs. And don't forget to click here to go from sync, because when you have a sync, right, you can get like a flat kind of a pattern of this random chords. But when you add free and you automate the rate, that means that you can go like crazy with all this stuff. You can automate how the plugs are just working, together. So this is a really nice way of creating really random patterns, just using the arpeggiator with some plugs, or you can try it with saw wave, with everything, right? I just added a bit of a chorus. Of course, you can hear there is like a tail, reverb tail, EQ, glue compressor, and that's probably it. So there's this like how I created the drop, and then the same pattern is played over and over here in this drop. So it's just not that like super uh like how to say it, innovative, but at the same time I think this like simple structure, you don't need to like really think about it. I just wanted to really keep it like a lo-fi track, like a lo-fi drum and bass, because the singer, the Billie Eilish, she really likes to create this kind of a simple tracks, with not that much of going on, really simple drums. And I was like, all right, so let's keep it really simple to not overcomplicate the track. Then here we have just like a breakdown section after the track, after the drop. So this is just this section here, right? So I just place this section here and just added drums.
For some time, can't stop staring at those ocean eyes.
So that I'm not that kind of a producer which is overcomplicating the things. I like to have really simple stuff, really fast. So if you want to like just get to this style of a drum and bass, just have a few like sounds that really can stand out from the mix, and just give them a space and play on this sound. So I just really like played here with these basses. That's something that will always hit you in the ears. And then there is this my lead that is going like really randomly, right? And then all the effects, just creating attention to this track to have it, the bounce, and it's going like forward, right? So yeah, this is like a really fast breakdown, and I would love to go like deeper with my tracks, to break it down to you so you can really understand what's going on. But there's this thing that my tracks are always really simple, so there's nothing to go too deeper about. So if you like this breakdown, just give it a comment, give it a like. I'm really happy, and I'm so grateful that I can like create to you guys, some kind of content. I know it's not that professional, but it's Patreon, and I really like to like just hang out here and just give some information and some backstory. So if you have anything, give me something in the comments, like the video, and tell your friends about this kind of breakdowns and my Patreon. It would be amazing. So there's a lot of things coming up. I'm just waiting what will happen with all this stuff. I just can't wait to just finally starts playing, touring and just showing off this music to everyone in the world. I hope that next year, 2024, will be the year when like everything will happen, and it will be just amazing. So thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day, and see you in the next one. Peace.